Good afternoon. It's towards the end of August 2014, and I've just biked down to the coastal town of Carrickfergus, and I haven't actually come down to see the castle. This is one of the finest examples of a Norman castle in the whole of Ireland, probably actually in the whole of the UK, because it's decked out, it's fully floored, and you can go around the battlements, etc, etc. But I haven't come down today to see the wonderful Carrickfergus castle, and neither have I come down to see this fine example of a field gun of some description. I don't know much about military hardware. Don't know when this would have been manufactured. It says on the side car something saluting. I don't know what that means. It's actually 1940, so it was used in the Second World War, possibly. A field gun. But I haven't come down to show you an example of this field gun. What I have come down to show you, and I'll move round towards it, is this fine example of a Churchill tank, and it's sitting here on the road, the side of the road at Carrickfergus. And the tank actually is named Carrickfergus. There you can see the fording height of the tank, and this is a very particular tank. It's I'll get you the bump here because it explains it better than I can. So here it all is. It's a Churchill Mark V11 tank, Carrickfergus. Serves as an icon to acknowledge the combined industrial and military heritage shared by the citizens of Carrickfergus and the North Irish Horse. Actually, Harland and Wolff and Carrickfergus manufactured Centaur and Churchill tanks during the Second World War and after. So here we have this particular tank. The Churchill tank was developed over a number of years. It's one of the heaviest tanks for the UK military. It had amazing armour. The armour plate on this tank could withstand an awful beating and shelling. There's one record of one particular tank that got hit 23 times and still rolled on. So the armour plating was absolutely fantastic. The tank was also manufactured in the early days so that it could go over very uneven surfaces, and so therefore it could penetrate areas that other tanks couldn't. The main drawback of the tank at that particular time, in the early stages anyway, was the firepower of the gun. It was under strength, so it was. At the start, I think it was about a 2-pounder, and then it was up to a 6-pounder. But the tank itself was adapted, and in many cases, and it was easy to adapt. And many of the tanks were turned into tanks that had flamethrowers. Don't know how many crew were in her, and the tank served all over the place. Italy, Egypt, Northern Europe as well. So it's absolutely brilliant to have a magnificent specimen of a World War II tank on the pavement, a tank that was a part of the fighting machine to drive out the Axis forces and restore democracy to Western Europe at that time. Brilliant. I'm afraid it's quite noisy down here, so sorry about the noise, but that's the way it goes. We'll see. Anything else? And I'm heading back out of Carrickfergus once again. Come down and see this tank and the field gun for yourself, and even take a trip into Carrickfergus Castle. It is quite spectacular going round there, and there you have a view of Belfast Lough on the other side, and the power station up the road. The little war memorial stands just behind the tank, so that's nice to see people remembering the fallen. Okay, that's it from me for this afternoon. Hope you enjoyed this little view of a Churchill tank at Carrickfergus. And maybe while I'm here, I'll give you a further view of the castle from just across the road, and a further view of Belfast Lough. You can just imagine the Titanic sailing out of here for the last time. And there's the field gun, there's the Second World War Remembrance Memorial, and there's our tank, a Churchill tank from the Second World War, across the road at Carrickfergus.